All right, music is live. Thank y'all so much for joining today's TikTok Live. We're talking anything related to fragrances. I'm just gonna start moving stuff off the board because I like to reset in general. Start fresh, not 100% fresh, but somewhat fresh. All right, turn down this music a little bit. Get in the mood. Oh, I forgot. I usually have to have like some form of caffeine while I'm getting these TikTok lives going. So if it's your first time, drop the name of a fragrance you want me to rate, review. If I have, I'd be happy to give you my honest opinion, things that are similar, or we could just go through Fragrantica to see if anything strikes a similar chord or similar vein in a lower price point. Let's move stuff off the board. There were a lot of really good Black Friday deals. I saw a lot of sampler sets and even some new ones that are still coming out. Jamie, how's it going? Okay, so Very Good Girl Glam, great fragrance. I'm a big fan of the Very Good Girl line. This is the cherry version, so just you're gonna hear it. Some people say it's a dupe for Tom Ford. I don't. I really like it. I probably don't like it as much as the other ones. So some of the other flankers that are more musky, floral. This is still pretty good. So if you like a dark cherry note, this is a sweet rose cherry. Very Good Girl Glam. I would put it in a high A tier category. Talia. Okay, if you like Glossier U and you like musky powdery scents, I wouldn't say like look for a perfume specifically. I mean, because musk is very diverse as a note. Like you can find a ton of different musks. But look for ambrette and look for iris. Ambrette and iris, because if you like Glossier U, you likely like iris and you like ambrette or something to this degree. I mean, you might get lucky and you might find the same musk. Otherwise, I would say maybe JHAG. Not necessarily vanilla vibes, but ambroxan heavy fragrances. Ambroxan is like a ambery musk skin scent. So try that fragrance line. Humani by Fleur. I haven't tried that one. That might have been an older release by Fleur. Yeah, I can't say that I've tried that one. So Javon, unfortunately, not one I've tried. Code Perfume. Same thing. I haven't tried this one. Woody, warm, spicy. So if I just had to rate it something, sometimes knowing the price point, but if it isn't a real popular fragrance, I may not know it. Issey Miyake, great brand. If I just had to put it anywhere, I'd put it in A tier. Versace Eros Flames, I put it in B+. Tala says, hey mate, do Junaid Jam. But which one? So I haven't used J. fragrances, but I've heard about them only through Jeremy Fragrance, surprisingly. I think Jeremy did like a collab with him not too long ago. I mean, his impression of him was good. I haven't tried them. Are they a big brand? I guess outside of the United States, obviously I don't know about them outside from that one, but J. Fragrances, interesting. I need to explore them. I don't know if anybody else has them. Crystal, does Kayali Love Fest actually smell good? I would say it's not a standard designer scent. Like it goes very resinous and spicy. So like if you're into sweet florals, maybe like clean musk, it will not be up your alley. I think it is very woody. Like the dry down is very woody. So I personally really like it. I think it's like a really great date night scent. The cherry is short-lived. Like that's the other thing. Like it's very waxy. I like it. It's sweet. So I think it's worth it. But I will like preface it like it's a great scent, but it's a lot more unisex than people think. Core Valentino is good. I would put it in B tier. The uniqueness of it is that kiwi note, slightly like a real sweet, fresh floral fragrance. Is there a dupe? And by the way, if you like this type of TikTok live, I'm happy to go longer on it tonight. Just be sure to like and share this TikTok live. Always happy to do this stuff with y'all. Mont Blanc Legend, we go A tier. It's a great fragrance, great scent profile. I mean, I've been able to get really great deals off FragranceNet. $40 just to get like an awesome scent. JPG Scandal, Le Parfum. Thank you so much for those roses. I have music for whenever I have roses. Wait, no. I can't do it for every time I have a rose. Okay. It's whenever there's it's a big gift or something. Because if I did it for every rose, then I'd be doing it all the time. Scandal, Le Parfum. I think this is the one that was being requested. Unless it was Scandal pour Homme. This one does not ring a bell. Haven't smelled that one in a while. This one's really good. I would put this one B+. Baccarat Rouge 540. I would put that in A tier. Spice Bomb Extreme. Great vanilla spicy scent. So a bit heavy, a bit spicy. But if, you're a person that really wants to have longevity and projection in your fragrance, this is one that you need to consider. Definitely test it before buying, because fresh aromatics, spices may not be for everybody. 1 Million Lucky, great fragrance. I'd put that in B+. By the Fireplace, great fragrance. I'd put that B++. Like, here's my thoughts on it. Like, I can't wear this every day. It's like super smoky, heavy woods, sweet. It's just the best way I could describe it is like not an ashtray, but like it is by the fire, very woody, but sweet still. So I would say I could put it in like a high B tier. It's great, signature worthy. I'm still more of a Jazz Club fan. Nautica Voyage, I would rank pretty high for the price point. It's still one of the best budget fragrances. Thank you so much for that rose. I had Nautica Voyage on here. Oh, there it is. Favorite citrusy scent for men and women? This is my favorite citrusy scent. It's probably still Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. For that's also one for women. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue for him. Versace Pour Homme, Nautica Voyage, Chrome Azzaro, really great one. And if you go into niche fragrances, Juicebox Good Morning. If you really like marine, this goes more musky and masculine, but oh, so good. You get that all day projection with Juicebox. And then Roja Parfums Elysium. Yeah, this is like the compliment magnet. This is one that I wear and it gives me compliments consistently. Somebody says, man, those are the perfect emojis. YSLY. Le Parfum. YSL Le Parfum, I typically rank high. So like there aren't going to be too many that are going to be an S tier, but they will be pretty highly ranked. I would put this one in like a A- tier. All right. Over on the Purple Robot chat, somebody says Halloween Man X by Loading has left. Halloween Man X I put in B. So what's wrong with it? Nothing and something. On me, that coffee note tends to be a bit bitter, but it only is noticeable like super close on skin. Otherwise, great value. So Halloween Man X. Like the rule of thumb is if you're in sports and you do a lot of like sweat related activity, I'd probably go for a different fragrance. Thoughts on Ted Baker? Never tried Ted Baker Ka. From London, Woody and Aquatic. Haven't tried it. I'll check it out though. All right, Valentino, but which one? I mean, you could just say Valentino and I'd guess. I'd probably guess wrong. And by the way, if you're enjoying this TikTok live, be sure to double tap that like button. Oh, and you followed the host. I don't even know I forgot to ask. Thank you for following me. Good Girl Gone Bad. Thoughts on Prada Paradox? Prada Paradox is mid. I mean, that's a polite way of saying it. Some people really love it. It's just my opinion of it. I think it's kind of in that mid category. Sometimes people have to check a box, like so many releases a year. I think it's like in there. Prada has better fragrances. Somebody asked a good affordable vanilla. Let me go grab one. I just got one in the mail the other day. Okay. Somebody asked, what is a good affordable vanilla or coffee scent? This is pretty affordable. I got this from a Skylar subscription. It was gifted to me. Like for the price point, Skylar's pretty affordable. This is called Winter Spirit. This is vanilla, amber, and aged rum. So if you're looking for a budget fragrance and you don't mind something that smells a bit more like gender neutral, man, this maybe might lean a little feminine, but it is addictive. And probably better than anything you would find in like a Bath and Body Works cologne. So Skylar Winter Spirit. So looking for an affordable vanilla that is really like not really out there yet, because I don't think this is like a full release. This is a limited edition. Skylar Winter Spirit. Mont Blanc Legend Red, B+ tier. Cool Water. Yeah, Cool Water I would put in A for the price point. Any lemon sour perfumes you recommend? Not sweet. I don't have any big lemon ones that I've tried. Some stuff is discontinued. Like Pomelo Paradise. Is it lemon or pink grapefruit? It may not give you the true lemon. So Pomelo Paradise if you're looking for citrus. And then there's Lemon Island. It's not a love for me, but it might check the box that you're looking for a fragrance. It is kind of like a pound cake and lemon tea. Is Tobacco Vanille masculine? I think like conceptually, like whenever they were creating the formula, they probably had a fragrance brief that was probably darker, sharper, a lot more spices. I'd say stylistically it seems like it was a bit more masculine on that scent style. Mercedes-Benz, great value. So they're always using like legit perfumers. It just may not last all day. So Mercedes-Benz The Move, I think, is still a great fragrance. Yo, thank you so much for that follow. And of course, I don't know how to spell Mercedes. Here's a quick hack. If you're looking for a Mercedes fragrance, and if you don't want to spend the full price, you could always try Scentbird. I do have a code on Scentbird for just the word John. Yeah, if you just type in the word John, there is a code for Scentbird. If I don't have, if you be more specific on the Valentino one, oh, thank you so much for that heart. And as I promised, I do have custom music for hearts. But I may have to up it. Like I can't keep doing it for hearts. And jumping over to the purple bot. Valentino Uomo, great fragrance. I would put it in B+. Coral Fantasy, I would put in A. This is intense, but Valentino, Uomo. What's a good affordable vanilla? Halloween Man Next. Thoughts on Blue de Chanel and Davidoff Cool Water for her EDP. Blue de Chanel, awesome fragrances. I typically put them in A or S tiers, like the highest ones. My favorite one is Blue de Chanel EDP. Absolutely. So on the Purple chat, they asked if Leighton by Parfums de Marly is a winter fragrance. I think it's heavy hitter, so typically those sweeter and darker resinous notes to me are more for the winter time. All right, following chat, trying to go as fast as I can. Dior Homme Sport. Dior Homme Sport. There was a 2021 release. This is this one. Citrus. This one I haven't smelled. They had 3 releases over the past like 10 years. I'm gonna put this one in A-. This is a good one. Paco Rabanne's 1 million, I would rank low. I'd probably say C. Creed Aventus, the legend, A tier. It's good, overpriced. I mean, you're paying for the name. What's an adorable winter fragrance like freezing temps? Vanille Sensei by affordable. Yeah, I would still go back to Winter Spirit by Skylar. I don't even think it's been released yet. Is it even released? I don't think it's been released yet. So Skylar's Winter Spirit, Mix Bars, they have a vanilla. I think Mix Bars Vanilla Bourbon. Oh my gosh, Aaron from Aaron Sullivan Fragrance. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining the purple side. It makes chat much easier. All right. Du Lamel Le Parfum. Perry Ellis, American Coach for Men. Dolce Rose. The Dolce & Gabbana Rose line. This is one I haven't tried. Some of the other ones from this line I do enjoy. This one I haven't tried. Fruity Rose, that's fresh. But a similar scent profile is Very Good Girl or Angel Nova. Those do lean a bit more tropical. And this is on Fragrantica. Let me rank a few more others. We're putting C tier for Gucci Guilty. Oh, if you really want something affordable woody, I mean, Commodity had an awesome deal. I don't know if they'll reactivate it, but it was like 50% off so much stuff. All their travel sizes, I think, sold out within a couple of days. But if you like woody, Commodity Paper Plus, I would say best bang for your buck outside of Bentley Intense. I think the travel sizes, I mean, they were probably selling for 13, 15 bucks, like with their Black Friday sale. So keep an eye on it. Maybe they'll restock. Dior Sauvage, I'd put it in like a B tier. Elixir, still the best one. And then my other favorites is just going to be the probably EDT. Alright, we like Delina. We're going to put Delina up high. Baccarat Rouge 540. I really like it. I put it in A tier. I stopped wearing it and I only bought like a decant. Like I always start everything with a decant of a 5 milliliter that I usually buy from either Decant Boutique or ScentSplit. Didn't really see a huge difference between some of the other like similar alternative fragrances. So, and I didn't get many compliments from it. Like typically I've gotten more compliments from like citrus fresh fragrances versus sweet and ambery. Ashley, thank you so much for that rose. Much appreciated. Even though it doesn't qualify as this type of music, I'll still give you like a little background music. Ashley, for the rose. Thank you. All right. Aaron asked, have I tried Nishane's Annie? Okay, I'm pretty sure I have this in a sample from another fragrance TikToker. They sent me like 5 different samples and I didn't finish going through all of them. So I need to go back and try Nishane's Annie. I don't remember if I liked it. I thought it might have been a bit spicy for me, but it was only like a 1 sniff test. I haven't worn it the entire time. So no skin testing on this one. I haven't tried it yet, besides like a simple paper test. Clutching my pearls. Okay, so Nishane Annie, I need to go back and test. Thank you so much, Low Key, for following me. And Low Key, cool name, very cool. Gabrielle Essence Chanel. Home Gabrielle Essence Chanel. Sheesh, that's a beautiful bottle. Unfortunately, I don't have a beautiful critique on it. So thank you so much for that follow, Miss Chandler. I don't have much to say on this one. I haven't tried it. Most places that I shop at don't stock this one. They shop maybe the other Chanels. All right. We have somebody consistent on the chat asking for JPG Lamel. What would I put this? I would put this one in A-. Warm, spicy vanilla. Like typically at this scent category, you're going to Stronger With You, or you're looking at Spice Bomb Extreme. Still valid, but I'm just like, typically if you're looking for a warm, spicy vanilla. Initio Oud for greatness. Zach, if you have the price point, definitely sample it. If the price point doesn't bother you. All right, feedback on Santal 33. Is it possible to dupe Santal 33? I don't know if it's true, but the concept I heard that the reason it's hard to dupe Santal 33 is because they have exclusives on some raw material. Like, I think some of the material in that fragrance is exclusive, like no other fragrance company can get it because only they can use it in their fragrances. That makes sense, but I haven't proved it, not like if it's true or not. That's just what I heard on why it's hard to dupe it. For the price point, I don't think it's justifiable. You're better off with Commodity Book, but Santal 33 is like untouched in sillage and projection and longevity. Whatever they have in there for the 33 ingredients, it's potent. Right now I'm using Fragrantica, then I also go to tiermaker.com. Best Gourmand. It's a Kayali's Vanilla 28. And that one, does that qualify as gourmand? I could go more gourmandish. Victor and Rolf Bon Bon. Yeah, I would say those vanilla ones still classify. I mean, very sugary, sweet vanilla. Idole Lancôme. I would go high on that one. I would go A tier. Somebody asked about Prada Paradox. I'd say it's mid, so I put it at B. All right, over. Loading is left says they get compliments on Coach. Awesome, Coach Men. It might be this one then. No, this is Gucci Guilty. Can I read the S ranks out loud? And by the way, if you're looking to get an amazing fragrance whenever I launch one, softyes.co is a website to sign up for that exclusive fragrance launch. Before I launch my brand, I will do a soft launch where I might do like a list of 40, like a run of 40 fragrances before I do the final production run. So keep in mind, I already have an email list of a few hundred. So I know not everybody there wants to buy, but I want to throw that out there. If you want to be part of that email list, free to join that email list. And we asked, reading out the S tier. All right. Kayali's Vanilla 28, Viktor and Rolf Spice Bomb. I feel pretty good about most Spice Bombs. No, wait, this is Flower Bomb. But most of the Flower Bomb flankers I really enjoy. So, there you go. Huge fan of this one. Alien Goddess, Mugler Intense, and even the original one. Still really good. And I put my own fragrance on here. Yes, patting myself on the back. My own fragrance, whenever it launches, will be up on the S tier category. Jazz Club, personal fan. Not the most potent or long-lasting, but like delicious rum scent. Delina, very good girl. YSL Lieb Intense. Parfums de Marley. This is the wrong icon, but it's supposed to be for Leighton, YSLY, and then Kilian's Angel Share. Wow, Aaron says Spice Bomb over Flower Bomb. Awesome. Valentino Born in Roma. I don't have a photo of it, but I've been high on Born in Roma. So, Uomo. Oh, no. I was thinking Coral Fantasy. This is my favorite from Valentino. It's the Coral Fantasy one. It's a smoky candy apple. Really like it. Katie, great question. Favorite feminine winter scent? I would say right now it might be this one. Cafe Cabanel. You're not going to find it at a Sephora or an Ulta, but they will ship from, I don't know where they're located. They do have some selective retailers that may have samples. Think of like a more feminine version of, stylistically, of Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. Like, that's the best way I could describe it. Sweeter, cinnamon, a little bit of coffee, a little bit powdery. So, Cafe Cabanel. Best beginners niche men's fragrances. Mancera's Cidrat Boisé is a great line. Montal's. Absolutely, Katie. Happy to help. Love Dolce & Gabbana number 3. We will put that in A tier for you then. JPG Ultramel, high tier, would give it A. 1 Million Cologne is good. I would, I mean, it's been around. If we're talking Elixir, I would put it up high. The original one, I'd put it B. Which replica is in the top middle? This is Jazz Club. 1 Million Cologne. All right, I think I've answered all those. Azzaro, I do like Azzaro. I like it more than Nautica Voyage. But I do say that Azzaro is a better fragrance, but I do have to acknowledge that it's more expensive. Like, I think Azzaro's like 30 to 40% more expensive than Nautica Voyage. Like, you can beat it price-wise, but I do prefer the Azzaro. Men's everyday wear, price doesn't matter. I would go Commodity Book. I know you say price doesn't matter, but price matters, right? Okay, and if you really said price didn't matter, I would go Parfums de Marly, Leighton, or Replica's Jazz Club. Oh, the Most Wanted Le Parfum. Great stuff. Kayali Elixir rating. Have I tried that one yet? I do. I have it. I think in her lineup, I would rank this in the middle of hers. I like it, but like the ones that are more ambery, vanilla, cherry, I would probably prefer those over this one. So I would say B plus. It's not bad. I would use this more as a layering fragrance, like the fruity patchouli and the rose. I think it makes great for layering, but maybe A minus. I'm just a big fan of our other ones. Rate Creed Aventus without considering the price. Okay, if I didn't consider the price, it would be an S tier fragrance. That's yeah, like without considering the price, this would be like a higher tier fragrance than all of them. Um, like no joke, I have Creed fragrances that have lasted on a t-shirt for weeks, even after washes. Like I'll iron clothes, then I'll smell some of that ambergris or ambroxan, whatever they're using, and it re enhances and just shoots up off a shirt that I've recently washed. So, yeah, their juice is sticky. Their juice is potent. Their juice is strong. Okay. Lolita Lempica. Anybody love this one? Soft spicy. This is a pretty great price point. If some of this is like for under 30 to 40 bucks, a sweet and powdery fragrance. Aaron, if you like it, I'm gonna put it in S tier. I haven't tried it honestly, but I hear a lot of rave reviews on it. Best long lasting men's woody fragrance. One to consider is the new Burberry Hero. Eau de Parfum. Then you go Commodities Book. Tobacco Vanille, we would go S tier. Vanilla, sweet, tobacco, vanille. Supposedly, what's his name wears this? The guy who wears a wig all the time. Harry Styles. Supposedly Harry Styles wears this. Chloe de Roses. I like some of the Chloe stuff. The Roses one doesn't ring a bell. Roses Floral. It's rated really high. A 2013 release. It probably has been reformulated since then. Yeah. This one doesn't ring a bell. Performance. But yeah, it looks good. Rated really high. 2013 release. So if you buy it, more likely you're not going to buy it from a Sephora. From 2013, it'll likely be like a secondhand retailer like Fragrance Net. Or maybe it still is at Sephora and it's in production still. Dylan Blue. So I would put that one in A tier. If it hasn't been reformulated. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the Aventus batches. I could find the Reddit thread where people have shared their spreadsheets of how amazing their versions of 1P911 batch of Aventus is. This is a good fragrance. I would put this one, like if you're a young guy and you're looking for a starting fragrance, this is a good one. I would kind of blend it between, like, you don't have Sauvage, but you don't want to buy Sauvage or pay the price point for Sauvage. Bleu de Chanel, you don't want to pay for that either. It's an Ambroxan based one. I think the scent style is very youthful. What is it in between? It's in between two different styles. Yeah, it's a blue cologne. Aquatic Sauvagic Bleu de Chanel. A minus. Is fragrance.net reliable? To me, it has been. I don't shop a lot there. The places that I do shop often, so FragranceNet is one, or fragrances. But I will say, people have had good and bad reactions to Aura fragrances. People have bought a fake one from Aura fragrances, but they did redeem it. Like, if you're not confident on your skills to know whether or not something's like a fake, I would just say get a sample first and have that be your like what you know it should smell like, because the prices that you see on eBay, the prices that you see at FragranceNet, sometimes they're too good to be true. So you want to have a barometer on what something should smell like if you buy the real deal. So definitely, definitely legit, but they have been known to have some sneaks go through there that have been unreliable or non-legitimate. Twisted Lily, authorized retailer, pretty safe. I have tried Lake and Skies Midnight. I liked it. I believe that one's a more patchouli one. I only have the roller ball. Lake and Sky. No, it's woody vanilla. Fig, patchouli. Yeah, I like this one. I haven't done a review on it. I think I stopped at reviews for them after 11/11. I really liked it, but I haven't got a ton of requests for the other releases from them. It's under your tree. How do you know it's under your tree? It was on your wish list. That's probably how. Gabby. You know what? Gabby is the kind of person that you can trust because they are reliable. They're going to keep asking if you need something. So, Cartier Noir. Let me find the right one. There's Noir Sport and Noir Edition. So, A tier on this one. So, Gabby, hopefully I answered yours. Awesome fragrance. Let's see what it's rated on here. Well, pretty much a 4.0. It's a high tier fragrance. The Sport one I have not sampled. Still rated really high. All right, catching up with the chat. Sometimes the chat goes faster than I can read, and that's not like a slam against my reading skill because I'm average at reading, I think. Opinions on Valentino Born in Roma Yellow Dream for Men. Womo. Pineapple. Gingerbread. I don't think I like this one. I only sampled it once. It wouldn't be a fair shake on, like, opinion-wise. Yeah, some of the reviews are about weak. Some people don't like the gingerbread attempt and the scent. So, moderate to intimate projection. So keep that in mind. I've only sampled it once on paper at the store. Yes. Aaron saying the Yellow Dream for Women was pretty boring too. The website, this one is Fragrantica. It's a website I built myself. No, I didn't. I think it's actually based the webmasters overseas. Givenchy L'Interdit Intense. Oh my goodness. I like this one. I would go A. High tier on this one. We'd go A tier. We like L'Interdit. White floral, vanilla. The Parfum Intense. The other ones, the other L'Interdits, some of them smell like warm wine. Like, love the dry down on this version. Don't like the top notes on it. That's the one that smells like warm wine or warm like medicine. Good vanilla cheapies. You have Skylar's Winter Spirit. New release, limited edition. I got it through a gifted subscription from Skylar, so kudos to them. Like, this is probably one of my favorites from them so far. I believe I was using Blue Skies. Yeah, like, it gives me Eilish 1 by Billie Eilish Vibes. Bourbon Vanilla by Mix Bar. So, at a very affordable price. Bali Black Coconut Sands. Bath and Body Works. Let's see if I find it. There are a lot of Bath and Body Works loyalists, and we will see if, I don't know if you know this, but Bath and Body Works, even though they discontinue a scent, you can still buy it from them. You just have to go to their website. And I think they have a specific section where you can buy some of their discontinued fragrances. The request was, is there anything like Bath and Body Works Bali Black Coconut? On top of my head, I don't. I haven't smelled this one, but if it's something in Fragrantica, I would go off of these recommendations. Bronze Goddess, Estee Lauder, Coconut Passion by Victoria's Secret, Cali Utopia, that's a great one, and then Alien Goddess Mugler. If you tend to like something herbal, a bit more natural smelling, Heretic's Dirty Coconut's also really nice. It doesn't last long though. But it's different, it's unique. Let's look at Parfums de Marly Herod. What would I rate this? This is heavy. This is strong. I would put this high. It's just one of those fragrances that I can't wear year round, and it's more like occasion based. A plus. Club de Nuit Intense for the price point. I would say A tier. Does it smell similar to Creed Aventus? It does. Yeah, very valid. Definitely noticeable, especially in longevity and the early top notes. So, which version of Club de Nuit Intense do I recommend? Just the Eau de Toilette's fine. Like, the Eau de Parfum softens the top notes, doesn't make it so sensitizing or as cleaner-like. There is a limited edition Eau de Parfum. I don't think it's worth it. You're paying like 2 times or 2.5 times the price of the original. Aaron says, ladies, don't sleep on Herod. All right. Parfums de Marly Herod. You heard it from Aaron. Over at Aaron. Let's see, what was Aaron's handle? Aaron Sullivan Fragrances on TikTok says, check out Herod. So everybody, let's give this one some sample time if you're looking for sampling a niche fragrance. Hey Katie, thank you so much for that gift. Mac Turquatic. That's a hard thing to say. This is an older fragrance, right? It doesn't look familiar. 2011. The bottle looks familiar, but I haven't sampled it. Aquatic Floral. I can't say much on it. Like, there's not a perfumer for it. And it looks like it's still available for resale in some locations, like Mercari. If you liked it, I would just throw it in A tier. I wonder how it's made. I know MAC experimented with water-based fragrances at one point, and you know, there's a hit and miss with that. It's easier to ship from a supplier side. Club de Nuit Milestone. I'll put this one in B+ tier. Like, I prefer the other Club de Nuits. Oh, smells like a super fresh shower. All right. Some of the other ones that smell like that. Hugo Boss Bottled Tonic. Filthy Rich Dubai Flirt. It doesn't offer this one. So I'm not able to pull it up. Otherwise, I would have pulled it up. So unfortunately, I don't see one. But Filthy Rich Dubai Flirt, I would say S tier. It smells amazing if I would know what it is. Hardbody 94 asking for Montclair. Pour on? Yes. You ever seen these at the department store? It's, I think, one of the only fragrance bottles that's got like a dynamic text. Pine, green, sandalwood, and cedar. Where would I put it? I would say like a minus. I mean, I'd put it in the category, like, I'm not the biggest fan of Phantom by Paco Rabanne, but I got it partly because of the bottle. So, like, it went up 2 tiers just because of the bottle packaging. I haven't tried any Chris Collins's. I wonder if they offer it at Sephora now. I think they do. I need to try the gift set from Chris Collins. That's a pretty good price point. 25 bucks. Yes, this one got rated really high. Harlem Nights, this is one I want to try. Aaron, have you tried any of the Chris Collins? Maybe some of them from there I could give them a try. Calvin Klein's Escape for Men. Who's asking for it over here? Pantera MX. Woody and aromatic. A 93 fragrance. So an older scent style I have not sampled. Is this something you have or you're looking to get? Thank you so much for joining the TikTok Live. And if you're having a decent time learning about fragrances, seeing what's getting reviewed, be sure to click the double tap on that like. Ooh, good quality. All right, you convinced me. Sampler set from Chris Collins. Any potential dupes for Etat Libre d'Orange's The Orange Frustration? I'm going to come back to that one, but somebody says they're getting K by Dolce & Gabbana. Let's look at the price. I want to give it context. Under 50. Should be able to get it for under 60. 2020 release. Maybe. I haven't sampled this. I typically steer away from fragrances that have like anything that's a bitter orange or grapefruit. Some of them are awesome. I don't think this is one of them that's going to be like a grapefruit like some of the Dolce & Gabbana fragrances. So, yeah, this one should be good. I don't think I've ever heard anything bad about it. Like, I'm just going off what I remember on other reviewers, but yeah, you should be cool. Cool with this one. Chocolate fragrances that I'd recommend. Yes. Acros Dark. Cacao. It smells like Abuelita's chocolate, if you've ever had Mexican chocolate. Another one is Montal's Chocolate Greedy. This is more vanilla forward. The other one had a bit more nuttiness to it. Mancera's Choco Violet. So, one that's been released before 2015. Any chocolate fragrances that was released before 2015? That's a tough one. Um, let's see. Aaron says this one right here. Oh, We Plus. Is it Kiss perfumes? Highly rated on here. Smells like a s'more. I don't know why you need it released before 2015, but this looks like a good alternative for another chocolate fragrance. Cacao. Espresso Fenergan doesn't show up as an option, unfortunately. That's on Montpellier. If I'm going off the original one, if I had to pick one, I would pick probably Beyond Romance for Ralph Lauren. I know YSL's a better brand, but I think there's a lot of like the Beyond Romance fandom. I think that one's discontinued. I don't think it's this one. Let me double check. 2019. No, I think it was Tender Romance that was discontinued. But like some of the bottles for Tender Romance, I'll show you. I think it's like 200 online. I know it doesn't sell for anymore, but if we see it, and people are selling it for 150, 300 bottles of Tender Romance. Like this is like cult culture of like a favorite fragrance. But I love that. Like I love that the demand of a fragrance that's been discontinued is so high. Alien Mugler, Angel Mugler. Wait, Angel or Alien? Yeah, you're looking for a musky jasmine, and it's not musky bad. It's like clean, elegant. The scent profile is a bit older. Like I feel like there's a lot more other jasmines and floral forward fragrances that are better. But some of this DNA is in Alien Goddess. So if you're looking for something that's more jasmine enhanced. And then obviously this one, I think this one was reformulated like 2 or 3 times to reduce like the patchouli. So interesting story. The guy who made it, Olivier Cresp, I read the story on like the concept behind it, and he really wanted to recreate something super sweet. So if you ever go on the Alien Angel website, I believe it's still on there. Like the story of how he was trying to recreate, I think, a candy shop style scent. Tommy Girl is a classic. But this one's still around in circulation. I'm pretty sure you can get this one pretty easily. Like some of the other ones that weren't as heavily circulated, that are like cult classics. And I mean, even if it's a small group of people that still find it like high in demand, it's still a good scent. For this one though, like I always consider a lot more of like the Tommy Hilfiger like ad campaigns. Like that was huge at the time. Les Sabs. This is going to be A tier. Definitely sample this one. I really love the Louis Vuitton scents. Ombre Nomad, same thing. Bomb fragrances. Amazing. I've only tried one from Aiden Bob Umaru. Anik one was not it. I tried. Which one did I have from Aiden Bob? It was the original one. Aiden Bob by Aiden Bob. That was the one I tried. Best fragrance cheapies, that would be Nautica Voyage. Gucci Pour Homme 2, that one's good. Where do I get a clone of Ombre Nomad? I don't know. Is there a clone for Ombre Nomad? I am curious. Let's see. Oh, there are several. Okay. Next one was Gucci Pour Homme 2. Erin says she's going to be an ride or die Mugler Angel fan. Awesome. I'm a huge fan of some of my favorite powdery scents. Like, powdery isn't popular yet. I think it'll have a resurgence. This is a discontinued Gucci scent. If y'all aren't familiar, I think in 2003, Gucci had a perfumer called Michel Amourac, and French perfumer like created a masterpiece after masterpiece, and like in the span of like 5 years, the first one was like cult classic, discontinued, and then this one, the second one that was launched, another cult classic. Actually, this one is a Michel Amourac. This is a different perfumer, but bottles of this one, $400. That's how much of a cult classic it is. Yeah, so this is Gucci Pour Homme 2 and Gucci Pour Homme 1. I should have bought this bottle whenever I was sampling it like 10 years ago. I was like, hey, I want to buy the original Gucci Pour Homme. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry, we only have Gucci Pour Homme 2. And I was like, no, I want the one. And it was like $100, maybe even less at the time. Oh, Deja Vu Scents makes Ombre Nomad's clone. How did I get into fragrances? I mean, I've always had like just one or two really like personal favorites that I've always gone with. Maybe one signature scent and one that I will alternate for like special occasions. The getting into it a bit more is like when those fragrances started getting discontinued, I started exploring like creating my own fragrances, and so I made my own little perfumer, little kit perfumer, little materials, and so I've built up a little library of some perfume materials. So I've made my own, sampled, but producing my own is like much more time consuming because it's like one by one, and I don't really have the setup for anything at scale. All right, one more chocolate recommendation, Xerjoff Symposium. All right, everybody. After this one, I'm going to say, oh, this one looks good. Those bottles just look so expensive. Look at this. Oh, Erin says it smells like a orange chocolate cake. It looks delicious. Gourmand Oud. What's your favorite that you have made yourself? So my favorite that I've made myself from like my own collection, I made a fragrance called Urban Cowboy, and it was like experimenting into the cedars. And the concept behind Urban Cowboy was a movie called Urban Cowboy. It was like honky tonk saloons, tobacco, and like in those honky tonk saloons, like everything was like plywood dance floors, smoky, and everything kind of was inspired by the movie, like some elements. Yeah, that'd probably be my favorite one. But it was so time consuming to make it because I was pulling like 50 materials and I was using like micro pipettes. And so it took me like 1 hour to like create a batch of a few bottles. Not fun. Like, I love the fragrance. I just wasn't able to get it to scale. Eventually, that'll happen. All right, everybody. I want to say thank you all so much for joining me on this TikTok live. Maybe I'll do another one tomorrow. Yeah. So, what DF? I want to say thank you for joining. Pantera MX, thank you so much. Pantera MX says, have I ordered from FragranceNet? I have. So, but one thing I say is, I don't think any gray market retailer is perfect. Just as long as their refund policy is still good, FragranceNet should be good, or fragrances should be good as well. But you want to make sure that you may have something that your nose can know what the original should smell like. Or if you see like the bottle and you're like, something looks off, like the color's off, this doesn't look like the price point, it's good to know that kind of stuff. So that's why I always say have a sample on hand from the original, just to know what the original should smell like. All right, everybody. I want to say thank you so much for joining TikTok Live. Do it again tomorrow night, and have a great evening.